Good morning. Thanks for tuning in to another daily conversation about situations in everyday life. So let's talk about it. So here in Georgia, we are finally at the finish line. Our kids are off to school. Yay! I know we are really happy as parents. Teachers, I know you're happy to go back and see your babies. You know, we are happy to get rid of them. You are happy to receive them. Isn't that great? I think it's great. I love it. I'm not really looking at the time of them going to school as thank you, Jesus, I need my kids to get out my hair. It's not really about that. It's really about them having something constructive to do. All summer, a lot of us parents that work during the summer, we don't get summers off. So great for teachers that get the summer off, because then they can go and enjoy, their summer with their kids. But for us parents that still have to work during the summer, our kids really don't get that much of enjoyment. Like this summer, my kids were not that happy with the amount of activities they got in because they feel like the summer went so quickly, which it really did. I mean, by the time we turned around, it was like, it's time for school. We didn't get to do a lot because of our work schedules, but we got some things in. But it really is a hindrance when you got to still work during the summer and your kids are home. For them, they literally don't have anything to do all day unless you put them in a summer camp or unless you send them away to a relative to another state where they feel like they're on a mini vacation. Like those are the only real ways that kids get to kind of really be progressive during the summer. Other than that, you got to kind of create something for them to do. This summer, I didn't really get a chance to create a structured system for them over the summer, so they were pretty much just here, just like all day, chilling out, If I tell them to do something, read a book, write a story, they'll do it for like 5 minutes, and then they'll go back to what they were doing. And because I'm in my work area, I come out at certain times, and they'll see me at certain times. But for the most part, they're not really doing anything educational. They're on break. They don't really want to read right now. They don't really want to come up with a story, and I'll do things like that. I'll be like, okay, did you just watch that movie? Write an essay. Tell me what that movie was about. Or go work out this math problem really quick. Or I'll tell one of my daughters, create some math problems on a paper and let them do it. So those are the kind of things that I would do at home with my kids during the summer, just to keep them still, their brains still looking at the things that they're going to encounter when they go back to school so that they don't get extremely rusty. Of course, they had their tablets. They were all in them tablets all summer, playing games. And sometimes I'd be like, you're just playing games all day. You ain't doing nothing. But when you go and look, they're like, Mommy, look at my house. I just built in Minecraft. And I'm like, wow, that's actually really cool. You built that? Yep. And I have a garden and I have a pool and so it's like, even though it's gaming, they're still doing something constructive. My son is like, I got millions of dollars and I just bought me a Bugatti. Now that part I wish could be, a little bit more realistic for them, because, how many of us is going to grab a Bugatti out of our garage and take a spin around the block and come back and be like, yeah, I did that. And I still got $5 million in the bank. Not really realistic for us everyday people, but the kids get to enjoy that idea of having something like that through the games. Is it a bad thing? I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think it's kind of cool. I might want to hop in there and drive that Bugatti around the corner too. Hey, it is what it is, right? But is it something that you got to judge someone off of? Is it something like, all you did was have your child playing games all summer. You don't know that person's situation. You don't know what they're going through. You don't know what they're dealing with, right? So stop judging. Let us stop judging. Stop judging. I know it sounds a little harsh, and I'm going to say it again. Stop judging, right? Because you don't want no one judging you. When you're going through a hard time or you're dealing with something, or you may just do something a little differently, you don't want nobody judging you. I like warm milk growing up. I had cereal with warm milk to the point where I passed that down to my kids. I would never forget when my kids went to daycare. And they, at daycare, they give them cereal in the morning sometimes, maybe some muffins here or there, right? My kids would be like, can you put my cereal in the microwave? And they're looking at my kids like, excuse me? I remember when I went to pick them up one day, they were like, do you know your kids like warm milk? And I'm like, yes, I do. They're like, that's not normal. I said, who says it's not normal? It's not normal for you, but it's normal for me. Like, I like cornflakes with sugar and my milk warm. Yes, I do. It's a little weird for some people, but I like it. My kids like it. It's something that, we did. I don't know if it was a Caribbean thing. It's like cereal for breakfast. And it's like, okay, we always know that you got to eat something warm for breakfast. Because in our Jamaican family, it's like, you want something to boost up your gas, right? So you either got some tea or you might have some just a hot breakfast. Like growing up, we had boiled dumplings and spinach going to school in the morning. You had eggs and toast. You had fried dumpling and saltfish. You had, so it's like something warm. So when the cereal came into play, it was like, I'll try this, but we got to heat this bad boy up because I need something hot in my stomach. Some of my kids now look at me and like, you're tripping, Mom. I'm not putting hot milk on that cereal. And I get it. Some cereals do not work. It does not work for the hot milk because it just turns into mush, right? Honey Nut Cheerios are pretty good with the warm milk because that honey just kind of, it just kind of gets a little zing to it when that warm milk touches it. But you don't want to put warm milk in something like Lucky Charms. Then your marshmallows, they just get mushy, right? The cereal gets small, and so you don't really want that, right? So of course, that's just an example of something that I like, that a lot of people might judge me for, right? So my kids like, a lot of people might judge them for it. Don't judge people. Just let people be. Let people enjoy what they enjoy. Like, I don't eat crabs, right? And I don't raise my kids to eat crabs. But a couple of my kids, as they got older, and now that they're adults, they want to eat crabs. Then they want to come and visit me right after eating it. And I'm like, you stinky crab person, get away, okay? I get it. It smells delicious. Don't get it twisted. Every time I smell it, I'm like, I just can't eat the fingers. And they're long. They're clawing over me, and I just can't do it. I don't care about the meat inside. That's just too much work. Like, why is the meat just not there for me to just grab it and touch it? I got to go through all of this and break all of this, and that's just too much work. And I just scavenge out of earth. I can't eat that. You understand? So for me, that's just my choice. Doesn't mean everyone has to go along with it. Doesn't mean everyone has to like it. But just respect it. I respect you to be you. Respect me to be me. Can we just do that and stop judging people? It's already hard enough for us. It's already a struggle just to figure things out when you don't even know the answers, right? Like, did we not hear Kanye have to say, Sway, you don't have the answers? Even later, he may have said, Sway, you did have the answers. But at that moment, he didn't have the answers for him because his mental state couldn't receive the answer that he was giving him. So at some point, you got to realize that not everyone is where you are, right? Some people may be there, some people may not. And so that they shouldn't get judged for that. Right? Let's support each other. Let's uplift each other. Let's not tear each other down because you never know what people are going through. You never know. You can do something to someone that just tips them over the edge. And next thing you hear, they did something to hurt themselves. They did something to hurt someone. Now that kind of guilty feeling is on you because you know what you said to them. Right? We don't want to be that. We don't want to be that person. We want to be the person that supports people to do whatever they feel to do. Whatever you choose to do, more power to you. If that's how you feel you want to dress your kid, go right ahead. Who am I to say anything? Who am I to stop you from doing what you feel is best for your child? I wish someone would try to tell me what's best for my child. You can give me your opinion, but you can't know what's best for my child. That's my child. I'm the one that's been dealing with them since they were inside of me until they came out. I know their ways. I know how they think. I know their body language. I know their attitude. I know everything about them. Everything. But you get them for a little bit and they express things to you and now you think you know them. You might know that side that they're sharing with you because they want to get it out, but you don't know them. Right? And we got to understand that when we see a person post something on social media, we don't really know them. We don't really know what they're going through. We don't really know what they're dealing with. So to hop up in their comments and tell them what they should be doing from what they shouldn't be doing and, oh, you is crazy or, oh, you is this. Like, come on. Not now. It's like, is this what I came to share just because I wanted to share, you know? I didn't share for your opinion. You can hit that like button or you can keep it pushing. But you don't need to comment. I always grew up hearing, if you don't have nothing good to say, just don't say nothing at all. Right? You know how much times I scroll down my timeline and I see some stuff that I'm like, you ain't got to comment. Just keep that opinion to yourself. Not everything requires you to speak on it. Because sometimes you're going to speak on the wrong thing with the wrong person and they're going to lay you out and you're not going to like it. They're going to serve you with some words and you're not going to like it. So just stop with the judgments. Stop with the telling people what they need to do. Just encourage people to do what they think they need to do. And if they ask for your opinion, then you give it. But people just out here just giving out opinions like here. I didn't ask you. Nor do I need your opinion. Nor is your opinion valid because you are not walking in my shoes. I just feel like people should not speak on a topic unless you are experienced in it, right? You can ask about it. You can inquire more information on it. But to speak on something, speak with that authority about a topic or a person or a situation that you have yet to experience in your life and conquer it. That is just like way, way, way to the left behavior. Because that's like me talking about, okay, I'm about to walk up in here and tell y'all how to do brain surgery. You shouldn't have did that. What you should have did was push that muscle to the left. How dare I? How? I don't even know what that looks like. I don't even know what that feels like. You got people out here saying, oh, why did you do that with your son? Why did you do that with your daughter? You don't even know what you're doing. And they ain't got no kids. How in the world? How? Where do you get the authority to speak on something that you have no experience with? I think that's something that I really want to challenge us all to do, is to stop judging. Stop speaking on matters that we do not have experience in, and support people more than judging people. If we can do that, if we can honestly do that, I think we can begin to see growth amongst people all around us. Because when people start to realize that they're not being judged all the time, we might have happier people. People feel like they don't got to watch their back because someone trying to prey on them. We might have a lot more happier people, right? So let's try to do that. Let's try to stop with the judging. Let's support each other more. Let's encourage each other more. And let's step out of our comfort zones. You know? Just step out of your comfort zone. Just a little bit. I ain't going to step out mine to go eat no crabs, though. But I'm going to step out just a little bit. To where I can not be so quick to emotionally respond when I'm being judged, or not to judge someone based off of my own perception, or assume something based off of what someone else has told me about a person or a situation, right? Let people show you who they are. Let people be who they are, and let's support people in who they are. And with that being said, continue to be the best version of you.